Okay, Kristine here. Hey, everybody. Okay, so what I wanted to tell everybody was that I took this photograph of a painting. It was in Springville, Utah, in the art museum, and I probably wasn't supposed to take a picture of it. Hello. Get some more.
I've been to that museum.
Yeah, it's an awesome museum, and this was a large painting, large enough that it's actually longer than this. But I loved the theme of it, the projectors, and so I thought, wow, I'm gonna go home and make a 3D thing of this, and so I waited and waited and waited and waited. So probably 4 years later, I started trying to construct it, and this is what it looks like. And I didn't intend to make it look almost exactly like the painting, but I kind of succeeded in doing that. So I just went to my stuff to see what I had, and I started finding pieces of wood that looked like this with ridges in it, and this type of, yeah, so I don't have as many ridges in this, but this is what this piece actually looked like. I didn't cut those slots in them or anything. And then this piece down here, that's just a trivet, one of those wooden trivets, and this is what it looked like in the photo. And then this looks like some kind of, it's some kind of box. It almost looks like a lunch box, but I don't think it is. And so I just found, this is a cutting board. And here's a place for the knife or something like the cheese board. And this is a light. I'll bring this down here. So this is a light. And I just had this light right here. I just happened to have it. And this is part of a camera. This is these are napkin rings. This is part of it. I think it's a tiller or some kind of big machinery. This big, huge piece, I don't know what it is. It looks like it's part of the motor. And then just these little pieces from cameras or some electronic device with this little plug thing. Maybe it was hooked on here somewhere. I don't remember. And then over here, this thing right here, I have no idea what this orange thing was. It looks like it almost looks like a projector. This looks like this is part of a sewing machine. But that was not part of the sewing machine. But this was like the needle, it goes up and down, that's that shaft. These were all volumes to something, I don't remember. I just wanted it to represent all the knobs and whistles and whatever they are that are on the actual projectors. And so then I found me this bicycle gear, represents the reel. And then I painted this piece of wood black so that it looks like the
tape of it, right?
Yeah, the film. And then if you look, it comes down here and comes out like this onto a smaller reel, or else it goes up that way. It probably goes down. But anyway, so I made that smaller reel down here and this bicycle chain and painted it black so that it kind of looks like the film. Cool. And then down here, I just put stuff. It's whatever. Oh, this came up. This was the muffler, I think, of the air filter or something. of the broken tiller that we had, garden tiller. And then these are actually part of pieces of camera. And this, I don't know what that was. Anyway, it's just supposed to look like...
Well, it's all together, it looks like a video recording.
Right.
Sideways.
Exactly.
That's cool.
That's cool. That's good. It looks like that because that's what I was going for. And then on this side, it looks best from the front because these are supposed to be round reels and I can't, you know, they're huge reels. And
right.
in they're huge reels like this.
This would be even heavier if you did.
Yeah, because it's all made out of metal. These are well-made machines that are mostly made out of metal, and now today we make them out of plastic. They don't even make these anymore, of course. They don't need to, but so this was an actual video camera. These are to represent the reels. So when you look at it straight on, it looks like a reel, but if you look at it on the side, it doesn't. So they'd be sticking way out, like 12 inches out, if that were what they really were. So I just stuck all these knobs and things on here just to represent, you know,
Which is
the knobs and gadgets and stuff.
This guy.
Yeah, they look like that. That's what it, this was a flower, I think. This was a lid. This was just a piece of wood. This was a long piece of something. I don't know what it was. I think this is a napkin ring and some kind of like barrel cylinder of some kind. And then this was the eyepiece. This is the eyepiece of a video recorder. And I don't know where these guys came from, but they're pretty awesome. They look great. It sits like this. So, this is one of those curtain holders up on, goes on the wall. And then it had this cord, electrical cord back here. And this is just a painting, you have to remember that. And so I grabbed one of my electrical cords. I have many electrical cords. In fact, I have cords going all over the place. Cords going along here and down here and hooking everything together, and then it goes clear over here. And that's where you plug it in. And then on this side, it's amazing how close it is. Look at that, all of that metal work and down here.
I know. How did you find that?
I don't know. I've had these. I gathered them up in different places. I already had all of these. And I just thought, oh, that looks like that one and that looks like that one. This one, of course, is a different shape than this one up here. But it's got all the gears and things and garbage. And I love this yellow handle. I think that came from my parents. All their stuff. And some people would recognize these in printers and components and whatever electronic things. And this apparently is a box for... Can you see it?
There we go. Perfect right there.
Okay. So I just found a piece of wood that was square. It looks like a cutting board also because it's got these cuts in it. And then I just had this old strap. Isn't that awesome? And then for fun, I made this baby little tiny... Oh, this came off. It broke. I need to get another one. It has a rubber band going around here. Yeah, they rot. They don't stay around very long. This was on a camera.
That's cute.
These boards right here, it looks like these. I had to fold this so it fit in my manila folder. But so these are actually boxes of reels. That's what they represent. And all these over here. And the picture the painting actually came out a little bit further, so these are cut off, but these are boxes filled with reels of videos or whatever. And so I just put these in here to represent the boxes for the reels. And then this very last projector right here, I made it look like that. So there you go. This was a fun one to make. So this was really challenging because I started several times laying stuff out and trying to find things that worked. And it seems like if I wait, sometimes years, sometimes days, sometimes months to start over, then my brain is processing all that in the meantime. Because I don't know that I could have gotten any closer than this. And so it was really frustrating when I first started putting it down on this. Oh, by the way, this is the front of a player piano that I got from my brother. He took it apart and he was going to redo it and everything, but my brother David gave this to me. He knew I, needed stuff like that. So he gave it to me, and it was the right shape. It was long and narrow like this painting. So that's what this wood is back here. I don't know what you call that, the background or the base, the foundation of the whole thing. You can see it's upside down because these are the knobs that you grab and you open the piano. But anyway, that's what that is. So I was piling wood on top of here, different sizes and shapes and whatever, and finally I came up with this. So it's really cool, and it would do great in somebody's, like Peggy's, movie theater. I gave this piece of art to a friend of mine, Stephanie and Kels Goodman. They have a basement theater in this tiny little house. Well, it's not a tiny little house, but the theater room was this great little theater room, but they decided it wasn't big enough. But Kels is a videographer. He's actually he's not a producer. He's a director of movies. And Stephanie is his biggest fan, and she's been in some of his movies. And they filmed Hidden in the Heartland, which is about the ancient civilizations in the heartland of the United States. They do a lot of films. They do the LDS Film Festival and lots of things that I don't even know about. But anyway, so they're my buddies, and this was cool, and they thought they had room, so I took it to them, and it looked great in there, but they just didn't have a place to put it. So this is one of the babies, like the teenagers, like the kids that come back. I didn't really want it, but I'm okay with it. I have a place out in the garage for it, so I just put it out there in my studio. And so I took this picture. Right now, it's 2019, January 2019. I probably took this 8 or 9 years ago. And then it took me a long time to actually start working on it, and then it took a long time to get it to this point. So I probably finished this maybe 6 years ago. Probably. So I guess that's all. Ciao.